So to the carnage here. First order of business, I'm going to try to obviously clean up all the old clutch. At least there's about 1 million pieces in here, but get all that stuff out of here. Then I'm going to take off this shield. Yeah, it did its job, but I don't know if we're going to, if I can try and get a hold of a new one, I will. Otherwise, do a little bending, but just a couple, looks like a couple torques left, whatever's not tore apart, and then we'll dig into it. We'll see if we can get at this clutch without having to take this whole plastic piece off, which actually doesn't look like it would be too bad. That might, actually we might have to do that. Looking at where this clutch is, we'll probably have to take some plastic off. Well, maybe not. We'll see what we can do. Never done it before. All right, now we play the game. What's going to happen? Doesn't seem like too much pressure. That's not awful. That's enough. Probably not the way to do this, but definitely not. But actually, it's pretty easy to take apart with everything being broken. Nice section missing there. Well, we got to try and wedge something somewhere so that it can't continue to turn. This might do it. I'm still fairly new to the whole snowmobiling world, so I don't have all the fancy tools of fixing broken things yet. But that came right out of there. Fancy. Now, what is holding him on? Hey, look at that. There's some weights. They're magnetic. They're all over the place inside here. Well, good thing I have plenty extra. Okay. Oh no. Oh, we got major issues. Oh no. I think we broke our crank. As you can see, when I move this thing, it is not staying centered. I can't get my finger between here. I go on this side. Oh, lots of room. I'm wondering if I bent my crankshaft, which would be a really bad day. This would turn into more than just a clutch swap. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There we go. Not so graceful, but off we go. Tool and all, ring gear. Ooh, how the hell did I expect you to get that out of there? But for now, let's get this tool out of the way. I'd have even less room if I'd have left the assembly on there, or what was left of it. But I figured taking it apart couldn't really wreck anything. Enough threads on this thing to go all the way across the shop. Now that I use my brain, realize that's why it wouldn't come out of there. Huh. Well, there we are. Well, being that when I was taking that, or turning that clutch, I saw it was oblong. I don't really believe that there's any way, being that that's a tapered shaft, that could have been clutch. I have a very bad feeling that that is the crankshaft on the motor. But the best way to do it is to start it to find out, or try to start it, I guess. But the ring gear, where the starter engages, is still on the old clutch, and I don't feel like putting a new one on quick. So I'm going to lower it down and give it a couple pulls and see if it pulls over. Oh no. Shouldn't pull over that hard. Well, next plan of action, just before we completely give up all hope, I'm going to pop out the spark plugs, and it's a little easier to turn over. I did jump on there and I had a heck of a time. I couldn't pull it over. However, I never have tried. You know, it does move, but it gets real hung up. So I'm going to try to pop these out and see if I can get this to spin over a little easier, and then get something that I can stick in there that sticks out a while and really exaggerates if there is a bend in the crankshaft. So that's the plan. All right, keep an eye on that bolt right there. So I just screwed that in. That is the clutch bolt. There's a little bit of slop in it, so it's not dead true. However, I believe you'll be able to pick out if the crankshaft is bent. Ooh, not good. Huh. Well, larger project. It's gonna get pushed in the shed for a little while.